Hey, welcome back to mystikalisol. My name is Lisa, and today I am doing Jupiter placement, tarot, and oracle readings. So, what does that mean? Well, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, the planet of grace, luck, abundance, prosperity. So, because Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, it magnifies anything that it touches. And when we come into this world, whatever sign Jupiter is in, those aspects, will be more pronounced, and may even be a place where our spiritual blessings reside, our material blessings reside, right? So, this could be where you find how you may go about your career. So, if not specifically, exactly this is what your career is going to be, you can still utilize the elements in whatever sign your Jupiter is in, to kind of enhance your career, in whatever industry you're in. Also, another thing that I would point out about Jupiter, it's, they say it is the place where your spiritual blessings reside. So what does that mean? Well, if you are having a difficult time, if you're experiencing challenges or setbacks in life, these aspects of yourself you may be able to fall back on. You may be able to kind of rely on these aspects of yourself to kind of get you through a tough situation. Okay, so this reading, this video, is for Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, so we'll start with Capricorn, obviously. So if your Jupiter is in Capricorn, the following may be some of the aspects that are more pronounced in your personality, or definitely are kind of, magnified, in your, in your either unconscious or conscious personality traits. So being ambitious, conservative, rigid, realistic, methodical, persevering, responsible, serious, seeking money, status, and power. So, let me know how this resonates with you, Jupiter and Capricorn. If these are parts of your personality that, you are consciously aware of. And if not, maybe it's like, something that only you see in yourself, but maybe others don't see. So, just curious kind of how that manifests itself in your life. Okay, so again, we are going to do Oracle with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. We're going to ask, any messages that Spirit has. Oh, I didn't light my incense. Okay, so we're going to use positive vibes. Not that you guys care, but I'm sharing that with you. I get these like multi-packs on Amazon. And this particular multi-pack has like all of my favorites. It had dragon's blood, sandalwood, positive vibes. I think it had like Palo Santo and patchouli. So that was a really good multi-pack. I'm not even sure what the brand is. I call it Nag Champa, but Nag Champa is not the brand. Nag Champa is just one of the scents that they make, one of the incense blends. So it's definitely not the Nag Champa brand. Oh, Satya. Satya is my favorite type of incense. I think it's made in India. Anyway, this video is not about incense. Okay, so let's get started. Kind of clear out the cards a little bit. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day, guys. I hope that you all are doing well. Jupiter in Capricorn. I hope that you are being productive and you're feeling like, you know, you're getting it done, whatever it is. All right, so we're going to ask Spirit, our higher selves, our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for a pertinent and timely, accurate message for Jupiter in Capricorn. What does Jupiter in Capricorn need to hear right now? An important, timely message for Jupiter in Capricorn. Okay, also, I think I've said this in a few videos, like the house that it's in. So for Capricorn, that means Jupiter is in your 10th house. Or, I mean, no, that doesn't mean that Jupiter is in your 10th house. That means that, you know, Jupiter rules the 10th house. So whatever is in the 10th house, you know, maybe, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not really sure where I was going with that. I'm not really very familiar with the houses or even astrology for that matter. I'm definitely a novice, but I do enjoy it. And I feel like it's a very helpful tool. I think that's good. I think 2 cards is good. That's what I was doing. A few other signs had 3 cards pop out, but I think we're going to go with 2. Okay, so Jupiter in Capricorn, you guys have the turtle and the phoenix. Okay, a very humble creature and a very majestic, mystical creature. Okay, so just intuitively, the turtle represents ancient, I think, like an ancient soul. You know, the turtle lives a very long time. Like some turtles, obviously, you know, live almost as long as humans. So they see a lot. I'm going to have to look at the book to get the full message. But, you know, I know the turtle, you know, when it's born, it has to go from the beach to the ocean, or, you know, it goes from land to water. You know, so it navigates the land and it also navigates in water. You know, so it's one of those animals that, you know, is grounded in physical reality, but is also adept at navigating, you know, emotions and, you know, kind of like emotional ups and downs. What else do we know about the turtle? I mean, obviously, you know, it's got the hard shell and the soft insides. You know, so maybe, you know, Jupiter in Capricorn, the turtle coming up is kind of indicating, sorry, you know, to be brave, maybe to kind of stick your neck out or enter into unfamiliar terrain. You know, and the phoenix obviously represents, you know, coming into like a new consciousness. from the ashes, the phoenix is born. So, there is some level of death of what you used to be, in order to kind of bring in this kind of new self, this new consciousness, new awareness. Okay, so let's take a look at the book so we can kind of get a little bit more clarity. I swear, one of these days I'm not going to have to use the book, and it's going to be so exciting. Okay, so the turtle is, sorry about the light, guys. I thought moving over here, the light would be better, but, it's just, I haven't quite figured out where to be, but it's fine. Okay, so ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. So the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements. So this helps to ground and connect to the deeper truths of life. So like I said, there's an energy that is grounding about you, or this could be an indication that grounding is very important. But you're also kind of tapped into the deeper truths of life. It says turtle energy is behind great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences. So the most potent turtle energy in the book, it says, the most potent turtle energy is when you put down all of the other books and you begin to tell your own tale. Okay? So the recommendation in the book is to have an adventure, to go on an adventure. And you don't have to go far to go on an adventure, right? Last month, I think it was, my daughter and I, we took the train to Los Angeles, and that was definitely an adventure. We spent the whole day out. We, went down to Hollywood and Melrose Ave, and we ate, vegan fast food, and, we saw, those wax museums. We didn't actually go inside, but, all along Hollywood Boulevard, where the stars are and stuff like that. We rode scooters. We took the scooters kind of, up, I think, oh gosh, what is it called? I forget the name of the street, but it's kind of like perpendicular with Melrose. And we basically hopped on some scooters and went up because we didn't want to walk all the way back to the train. Anyway, long story short, we had a lot of fun, and the train was like $1.75. The scooters were obviously a little bit more expensive, but the point is that you don't have to go far. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And an adventure kind of helps you to think on your feet, and to have gratitude for unique moments that you experience. Like, there's so many wonderful things in an adventure. I think one of the key elements in an adventure, it's not having to spend a lot of money. It's not about having to go far. It's really about entering into the unknown and sort of allowing your intuition to kind of take the front seat, right? Rather than, because, as you go through your day-to-day life, you kind of know what's expected, right? And you get annoyed when there's unexpected things, and, but when you allow yourself to kind of go out into the world, not really knowing exactly what's going to happen, where you're going to go, who you're going to see. That's the adventure, right? So by experiencing a situation in which you're not really sure how it's going to be, this helps to, I think, bring, like they said, helps you to kind of tell your own tale, because you're having experiences that are novel and, maybe interesting, maybe boring, but, you know, nonetheless, you're having an experience that's unique, that's fresh, and you're bringing your unique perspective to that, that adventure, that excursion. And, oftentimes these experiences, going on an adventure, not really being sure, where you're going to go, what you're going to find out, um, it almost allows you to then be like, oh, okay, this is what I thought about this. This is what I think about that. It shapes, it shapes your voice. You can see what you like, what you don't like, what made you uncomfortable, what made you comfortable. Why did it make me uncomfortable? Right. So, um, you know, this is how having an adventure will help you tell your own tale. If you never experience anything novel or unique, um you're just running off of your you know what you're familiar with. um there's no depth to tap into there. So the adventure really allows you to kind of carve out a depth in your experience that you wouldn't normally have if you didn't have the adventure. So I know I went off on a little tangent there, but yes, Jupiter and Capricorn, spirit is indicating, go on an adventure. You have an ability to kind of stay grounded, but also there's like, a depth to you. And by having a unique experience, by having a novel experience, you know, this will help to kind of flesh out your own story, right? um and then the phoenix is a spirit animal in the deck, and I believe it's represented by the root chakra. And let's see, is it the root chakra? It is. So yeah, the ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karma reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, and the ascent of the phoenix begins here. As the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel. Again and again, it makes a journey from the first to third chakra, purifying our essence and freeing us from the past. Um, so this could indicate doing some chakra work involving your root, or even like the first three chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus. This is also an indication that you may be having a spiritual awakening, Jupiter and Capricorn. Or you may feel some sort of kind of um, karmic element or karmic cycle that you're coming out of. Yeah, so that's that. Those are the important messages for Jupiter and Capricorn from the Animal Spirit Tarot. So we're going to move on to the ancestral path. Okay. Doobie doobie doo. All right. So with the ancestral path, we're going to ask, going to ask, what are the spiritual blessings? What is the abundance coming in for Jupiter in Capricorn? Whoa, that just didn't even wait for me to get all of my words out. The Chariot. The Chariot. Okay. So something's coming in, and it's coming in fast. Okay, so we're asking about Jupiter and Capricorn spiritual blessings and abundance, their prosperity. Spirit, what can you tell us about Jupiter and Capricorn, their abundance, their prosperity, their blessings? We're going to get 3 cards this time. Ooh, you guys got 2 major arcana. We got the Strength card. Dang it. Here we go. Okay. Jupiter and Capricorn. What do they need to know right now? What is tied to their abundance, their blessings? Okay. So, you guys, Jupiter and Capricorn, you're doing really well. You're going to end up with all of the prosperity, the physical prosperity that you desire with the 10 of sacred circles here. You know, and, you know, in some decks, the 10 of sacred circles, you know, it usually means like, you know, community, you know, family, celebration, being all together, having enough for everybody. Okay, so that's how the reading ends. That was the last card that came up. Like looking at my arm, see all these like weird scars. Anyway, things that you notice when you start doing YouTube videos is like weird marks on your skin. Okay, so let's see the Chariot. Okay, so there's momentum, forward movement towards a goal. Interesting that he's using lions instead of horses. So, and then with the Strength card, that also has a lion in it. So, you know, the Chariot and Strength. So there's definitely powerful movement. You know, possibly like Jupiter and Capricorn, you're, you know, starting to realize or come into or tap into your inner strength, and doing so with, you know, a lot of momentum. You know, and whatever it is that you're doing for like work or a career, you know, you are a leader in whatever area that you're in. You're, you know, with the Chariot and the Strength card, you know, I think that this indicates that, you know, that you are a leader, and, you know, people will look to you for your strength, for your inner strength. And as long as you kind of like stay on whatever path that you're on, I mean, it looks like a really good path, Jupiter in Capricorn. It ends with the 10 of sacred circles, which again is, celebration, family, abundance, all of those good things. Okay, so the little booklet always has a little bit more information. So I'll share with you. Okay, the Chariot, it says combining, let's see if we can get the lighting. There we go. Combining spiritual, intellectual, emotional, and physical energies to ride victoriously through life. Self-confidence acquired from family and community support. Okay, so that's in line with the 10 of sacred circles. Fearlessly forging ahead, carving one's own path. And then the Strength card. An empowering strength, merging strengths in a cooperative endeavor. Attainment at considerable peril. Harmony with the environment and other life forms. Attraction of complementary energies and qualities. So this could also mean that, you're moving into a time in your life where you're attracting your soul family, and to become, a strong person, a wise person, an industrious person in that group. Where you're looked to for, helping the group. You're looked to for your wisdom, your strength. And then, yeah, there's also a sense that, there's like a group aspect, right? So this one said like being at peace with, yourself and the environment. Also like a cooperative endeavor, merging strengths in a cooperative endeavor. And then, ending with the 10 of sacred circles, which is sort of the celebration after you've merged your strengths. Right. Extended family, kinship, clan, bloodline, the accumulation of wealth and experiences offered by the extended family, relationship, the wealths of one family. Right. So, you could be like moving quite, uh, directly and, with fervor, with speed, towards, you know, maybe an endeavor that, you are going to connect with your soul family. And then the strength obviously represents, being grounded in yourself, being sort of, emotionally strong, mentally strong, being able to kind of carry the weight of the group a little bit, because of your strength. And then like the beautiful blessings at the end, like the family and gathering and, everybody having enough. So that's really beautiful, Jupiter in Capricorn. That's really beautiful. Don't forget to go on your adventure, right? Okay, so we're going to pull, what did I do? Oh, they're there. We're going to pull a few chakra affirmations. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I am the co-creator of my reality. And I am enough. I am enough. You are Jupiter and Capricorn. You are enough. Like, get it? Hey, you guys got it going on. So that is the reading today for Jupiter in Capricorn. I hope that you guys continue to, strive steadily and with vigor towards your goals. Let's take this time to thank our higher self, beautiful spirit, our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for these beautiful messages today. And I will see you guys in another video. Okay, so next up is Aquarius. So if Aquarius is where your Jupiter resides, that means that the following aspects may be magnified in your personality. Either you're consciously aware of it, or you may express this unconsciously. But these things are expressed, in your personality to some extent, as Jupiter, magnifies them, right? So being altruistic, friendly, a humanitarian, individualistic, intellectual, logical, unique, perceptive, rebellious, a visionary, and unpredictable. Okay, so again, let me know down in the comments if you are a Jupiter in Aquarius, how this resonates with you, if you are aware of these aspects of yourself. Maybe other people notice them more than you do. Maybe you notice them more than other people. So, let me know. Aquarius is the 11th house ruled by Uranus. It's fixed air. I need to remember to kind of tell all the signs about, as much information as I can, which I didn't do consistently, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to ask Spirit, our angels, our ancestors, our spirit guides. Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius. What do they need to know right now? What is pertinent for them to know right now for their best and highest good? What does Jupiter in Aquarius need to know right now for their best and highest good? Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, so Jupiter in Aquarius, we got the vulture and the earthworm. Okay, so Jupiter in Aquarius, it feels like you guys are almost recycling energy. The vulture is an animal who obviously eats other dead animals, or like, what's it called? Roadkill, that kind of thing. So they almost, do the dirty work. They, once there's a dead animal, they then eat that animal, and that converts into energy for them, right? So there's like a recycling of energy going on, with the vulture. And then also with the earthworm, eats organisms in the dirt. And, I believe, well, at the very least, I know that worms sort of aerate the dirt, right? So they make the dirt healthier. And I think it's because well, it could be their movement. So they kind of create holes in the dirt so that air can kind of move in the dirt. But I feel like it also has to do with them sort of eating and pooping, that there's something there in that process that nourishes the dirt. So, my point is that both of these animals, one in the sky, one in the dirt, um, sort of take in waste and then recycle it to like sort of like alchemize it into energy of some sort, right? So they take something that seems like waste or seems like it's trash, it's dead, it's not going to be usable, and then they manage to kind of take it in, and transmute it into something that can be used as energy. Okay. So that's kind of deep. Jupiter and Aquarius. That feels deep. That feels deep. Um, Another thing that I'm noticing with the vulture and the earthworm, the vulture, I'll read from the book, but I know it says like the vulture represents purification and cleansing. And, what this means for you guys, or what it may mean for you guys, is Jupiter and Aquarius. Are you either taking on other people's energies to kind of purify and cleanse them, and then maybe with the worm being all sort of like tangled up here, are you kind of like not taking care of yourself in this? Or getting sort of tied up, tangled up in, you know, trying to make sure that everybody else is okay. I don't know. I could be reaching. I could be reaching. So, let me know if this resonates. Let's take a look at the book. Okay, so Guardian Purifier Essential for Rebalance. So it balances the ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work no one else wants to do. So this card appears when there's a situation that requires purification and it requires being brought back into balance. Okay. So there could be a situation going on in your life that requires cleansing and purification. The suggestion in the book is to sage and what did it say? Sage. Oh, and clean your space. Clean your space. So, get rid of clutter. Get rid of things that you're not using that aren't really you know, things that don't really have any kind of constructive value in your home. Yeah, I don't want to show my kitchen. Okay, so that's the vulture. All right, and let's head over to the earthworm. The earthworm is shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. Okay, so others around you may seem wise and experienced. It's important to remember that, they were newbies once too. Mastery takes time. And it's important to note that the beginner's mind offers valuable insights. Okay. So the recommendation in this card is to speak up and risk embarrassment. Kind of like what I'm doing on here. Yeah, so this is kind of exciting, Jupiter in Aquarius. You guys are sort of like, I guess maybe on the precipice of starting or, really delving into something that you're passionate about, something that is going to require that you be cleansed, that you be grounded, that you not have a lot of kind of clutter. And, untangle yourself from worry. You don't have to worry that, like, oh, I don't know enough. People won't believe me. People won't this, people won't that. Forget about people. Okay. Do what's in your heart to do, and you won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. All right, so we're going to move over to the Ancestral Path Tarot deck. Okay, so we want a message for Jupiter and Aquarius. Tell us about Jupiter and Aquarius, their abundance, their blessing that's coming in. Tell us about their spiritual blessings, their physical abundance, their prosperity. What does this look like for Jupiter in Aquarius? Jupiter in Aquarius. That is my dog, Max. He's very yippy. He's part Chihuahua, so like he can't help it. It's just like he has to bark at everything. It's mildly annoying, but we still love him. All right, Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius. What can we share about their abundance or blessings? Spirit, please help me to deliver messages that are accurate and concise. Please help me to intuitively interpret these cards for Jupiter and Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius. One more for Jupiter in Aquarius. One more card for Jupiter in Aquarius. Oops, that's too many. Too many. This deck's really, really big, but I like it because, when I'm showing the cards, it's like they're really big and nice. Okay, so we got the Four of Sacred Circles. Okay, and Justice. All right, so the Four of Sacred Circles, I'm going to have to look at the book, but I think the Four of Sacred Circles means a journey within. I need to make some sort of cheat sheet for tarot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cheat sheet. But yeah, I think it's a journey within. That's what I keep intuitively. And then with the Justice card, somebody's going to kind of get what they deserve, or, maybe some of your spiritual blessings comes with bringing some sort of justice. I think with the Four of Sacred Circles, this is about kind of tapping into your higher self, being led by your intuition. in order to um, see where kind of justice needs to be meted out in your life. And justice, when I think of justice, I think of, somebody getting their just deserves, that's either kind of like a positive or negative outcome. Um, in this card, you can see like the ivy is kind of growing over her. And her eyes are covered. Maybe is she supposed to represent blind justice? Okay, one more card for Jupiter and Aquarius. One more card for Jupiter and Aquarius. Okay, and the star. Okay, and the star represents, your purpose, walking in your purpose, not being afraid of what that means for others, like really kind of being in your own power, walking in your own light, being, driven by like a higher purpose, or by, having a higher purpose. Um, Enjoying what you do, being in alignment with your soul's desire. All right, so let's take a look at what this little book says for the Four of Sacred Circles. Okay. So the Four of Sacred Circles is the home environment as the basis for life's experiences, creating harmony in one's home or work environment. Setting things in motion, following through with preparation. Okay, so Jupiter and Aquarius, this card also with the vulture card that said sort of clean out your space. This could definitely be an indication to make your home your sanctuary, make your home your safe space. If you're living with other people, make your room your safe space, or if you can find a location in the home to kind of make your own, particularly if, you do meditation, like if you could have like a little area where you have a little meditative space, and that way you can like kind of do the sage and stuff like that, with regularity without bothering anybody. Although, my incense and sage and Palo Santo is like constantly burning, and my family, they're just used to it now. All right, so yeah, the home environment as the basis of one's life experiences. And then we got justice. Okay, so getting to the heart of an issue. See, there we go. Getting to the heart of an issue through judicious, considered evaluation. Okay, so, this could mean that, your abundance, your prosperity is tied to making sure that your space and your body, your aura is cleansed, is not cluttered, so you can really have the space to use your gifts, which it looks like is getting to the heart of an issue. Okay, so Jupiter and Aquarius, some of your spiritual blessings may reside in being able to offer, judicious guidance, advocating for causes that you believe in, that deep down inside in your heart are the right causes, that you're not going to jump on a bandwagon um, just because it's popular, but, you're going to be championing causes. And Jupiter in Aquarius is altruistic, is a humanitarian. So this is very much in line with, who you are in terms of, how Jupiter impacts your birth chart, right? Um, fairness, balance, um, you know, meting out justice. Okay. So, that is tied to your abundance. Um, and that could be why you feel maybe a little unsure. Maybe you feel as though, like, oh, who am I to be calling somebody out, or who am I to be judging others? It's not so much judging others at as much as it is your duty to kind of speak up on what you believe is right, and not allow um, those among us who are vulnerable and at risk to kind of get trampled on, right? So if it's the earth, if it's, individuals who are at risk, you know, you don't need to, go to college and grad school and law school, right, to fight for what is fair and what is right. Um, I think the important thing, though, is to make sure that you are cleansed, that you are grounded, so that you are able to kind of go out there and be a champion for others. Really shoring up your home, your space, your aura, and then, oh my gosh, and then you get the star, right? So it's like kind of going through go like really kind of walking in your purpose. It's going to not only feel like, oh my gosh, like this is right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but once you get going with it, it'll almost be like you're a star, like you can kind of burn that way forever, like the sun, right? Just gives. um so that is going to be the energy that you're able to bestow upon the world, once you are walking in your purpose, and you're kind of in alignment with your higher self. Okay, so I wanted to really quickly take a look at what it says for the star here. Okay, trust in oneself and the universe. um Giving of oneself without regret or fear of loss. Right. So it's so neat that, we started here. Like, Spirit wanted to let you know, like, I know that you're unsure. I know that you have, some misgivings about moving forward, but I love that it sort of ends with this beautiful energy of just being so secure, um, ready to give without fear, and know that you are kind of like in your divine purpose. So that's beautiful, Jupiter in Aquarius. Yes, get it. Oh my gosh, the readings today are so positive. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right, so we're going to get a few chakra affirmations for my Jupiter in Aquarius. Okay, I am worthy of the life I say I want. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, and then one more. Oh, okay. I allow love to fill me up and guide my actions. So your chakra affirmations for Jupiter and Aquarius are worthy of the life I say I want, and I allow love to fill me up and guide my actions. So those are your chakra affirmations, Jupiter and Aquarius. I hope that you got something beneficial out of this reading. Let's thank our higher selves, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides who gave us these beautiful messages today. And I hope you guys will be back to see me on another video. Okay, so now we are going to do the last sign, Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. Sorry, I'm really excited. Yesterday, I tried to do all the signs and I barely made it through Sagittarius. I was hanging on by a thread. And just my energy. And also I hurt my back on Sunday. I strained my back, welcome to being middle-aged. I was doing gardening and stuff outside. And so Monday I had horrible allergies because sometimes when I do work outside, I'll get really bad allergies the next day. So I had really bad allergies. I did something with my back. I could barely sleep last night. So, I wanted to do all the zodiac signs, for Jupiter through the zodiac yesterday. And I got through the third batch of signs barely. Oh my goodness. It's just, my back and my energy. So people who come on here and do all 12 signs or, do these 4-hour long videos, I mean, God bless them, because it's really an endurance. It's definitely something where you need to have endurance. I mean, I know I just kind of started with videos in earnest in September, so it hasn't even really been a month. But yet and still, it is, I mean, I like making videos, but, it's kind of a lot in terms of, I noticed yesterday after doing, I think it was 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I did 9 signs yesterday. After that, I kind of didn't even want to talk. I was I overused my throat chakra. Anyway, but I think I'll get better with time. So, all right. So we are doing Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. So if you're Jupiter in Pisces, welcome. Your Jupiter gives you or bestows upon you the following characteristics: being artistic, spiritual, charitable, a dreamer, mystical, dedicated, peaceful, humble, an introvert, creative, and timid. So, like I said with all the other signs, when Jupiter touches a particular sign, astrological sign in your birth chart, it will magnify these qualities. Now, I mean, you may not have Pisces as your sun, moon, or rising, but you'll still notice these things about yourself. And some people say, your money, your abundance, your luck, your wealth, your prosperity is tied to your Jupiter. But I think also Jupiter is where we are best able to kind of deal with adversity and setbacks, because oftentimes, how successful, abundant, prosperous, etc. we are has less to do with being lucky and more to do with us sort of getting back up again after we've been knocked down. Okay, so oh, that was a lot of cards just came out. So I like to think that our spiritual blessings is sometimes tied to how we deal with adversity. And so, in your Jupiter sign, you may find tips or keys to how you can personally deal with adversity, deal with challenges, deal with setbacks in your life by applying these aspects of yourself to any given situation. Right? So, so let me know how that resonates with you guys down in the comments, if it resonates. Okay, we want one more card for Jupiter and Pisces. What does Jupiter and Pisces need to know right now? Any particular messages for Jupiter and Pisces? What does Jupiter and Pisces need to know right now? Okay. So Jupiter and Pisces, you got the camel and the elk. So the camel, okay, so just looking at both of the cards, they're very similar. You know what I mean? They're both sort of looking this way. They're both, mammals that are kind of like, in a similar family of mammals, kind of. The sun over here, the moon over here. So this looks like day, this looks like night. So there's an interesting sort of balance here with these cards. With the camel card, before I go into the book, I mean, the camel, is very self-reliant. Like it has, doesn't it store water in its humps? So, it doesn't necessarily need a whole lot in terms of nourishment, outside nourishment. That's why they're so good for going across the desert, because they don't need a lot of water and they don't need, I guess, a lot of food. It's sort of like all within them. And then with the moon here, that's kind of like a subconscious gift, or like there's some gift that this energy has in terms of being able to kind of tap into the subconscious mind, which is in alignment with Pisces, being a dreamer, mystical, spiritual. Okay, so that definitely is in line with, the energy of Pisces. Um, sort of tapping into the subconscious, maybe tapping into other dimensions. Okay, and then the elk is very masculine energy, fatherly, you know, proud leader, um, who you go to for, to lean on. It's like this kind of very strong, secure, stable earth energy. Um, and you see like all those antlers. I mean, there's a lot of that's almost like coming up out of the crown chakra, so that's sort of indicating like a lot of wisdom, and being able to kind of lead the group, being a trusted member of the group to lead the group. And then with the moon, it's like, there's a good amount of intuition, and you're able to bring that to the group in more kind of tangible, physical, or you're able to kind of like present it in a way that people understand. um yeah, real quick, we're going to check to see if there's anything that we can add in the book. Okay, so the camel is resourceful, independent, and knows oneself. Carries wealth of nourishment within. This creature is self-reliant and handles challenges with ease. Okay, so searches for the cool elixir within to calm the situation, which again is very Pisces. Um, yeah, wonderful traveler, fond of trips to faraway lands. The suggestion in the book is a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage. I don't know exactly what pilgrimage means. Like, how is that different from just like traveling? But maybe somebody's going to look it up, and, you could kind of, I don't know, figure it out for yourself. But a pilgrimage is definitely a long trip of some sort. And I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The elk, stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. Okay, so the elk represents the earth element in the masculine form, provides support and stability. Um, so the elk knows its core values, and it becomes known for acting in ways that upholds those values. Okay, so the elk represents energy that has a lot of integrity. Um, Sometimes the ego can kind of get away, can kind of get a little out of control there. Um, to bring into balance, the book suggests to eat and drink consciously. Okay, so this could also mean for Jupiter and Pisces, um, alcohol, drugs, maybe scaling back on the things that you use to escape reality. Um, Remember to, if there's a situation that triggers you, finding the cool elixir within, that could mean, again, I mean, a pilgrimage, sure, but even going into deep meditation, right? That could be some sort of pilgrimage. to get insight into the situation or to kind of process the situation without trying to escape the feelings that accompany whatever kind of troubling situation comes your way. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Ancestral Path Tarot deck. Really quickly, I'm going to put my candle on. There we go. Okay. So we want to hear about Jupiter in Pisces, their abundance, their blessings, their prosperity. Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. What can we learn about their abundance, their blessings, their prosperity? Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces. Whoa. Okay, well, I guess that's not a lot. Okay. So you guys got some neat cards here. Okay, we got the Sun, Prince of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Sacred Circles. Okay, so this is about your abundance, blessings, and prosperity, Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, so with the Sun here, you know, that's definitely indicating that, you know, there is no doubt that your abundance, blessings, and prosperity are sure to come in. Okay, so rest assured that you have a very powerful light within you, and yeah, it's going to be the kind of thing where, you know, once you come into you know, your purpose, and once you come into alignment, you're going to be able to shine like the sun, enduring, you know, just this really giving energy, where, you know, other things, other people will grow in your light. Okay, so the light that you bring will help others. The Prince of Cups. So he is charming, possibly a little moody and brooding. Artistic. So that's definitely the Pisces energy there. The Empress. So, you know, this is the outward feminine energy. So fertility, creativity, you know, offering wise counsel, through intuition. Very in touch with emotions. or, with the waterfall in the background there, familiar with navigating turbulent waters, turbulent emotions. Um, and again, you've got another sort of nurturing card, the Queen of Sacred Circles. So you've got the masculine, um, nurturer, protector, guide, leader, right? It's very much leadership energy. And so the Queen of Sacred Circles, on the other hand, is the person who nurtures, guides, protects the people who need protecting in the group. Um, and again, very tuned into the subconscious. Um, okay, so I'm going to look really quickly and see what else we can get from the book here. Okay. So the sun is the successful culmination of a quest. Basking in the light and warmth of accomplishment. Accepting the bounty of life and recognizing its source. Joy, happiness, high spirits, good fortune, celebration, success. Okay, so this is your abundance, your prosperity, your blessings are assured. Honestly, I don't think that there's been another sign that's been more assured than yours. Okay, so the Prince of Cups, romantic dreamer, warm, impassioned, attractive, appealing, setting out on life's journey with all the romantic idealism of youth. Okay, so that's very Pisces, a romantic dreamer. Um, and I feel like this is indicating, just be you, be yourself. Like, with Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, being the 12th house and having to do with endings, and, with Jupiter there, it's almost like, the ending is the beginning with you guys. So, you know, as long as you kind of like stay in your heart space, follow your heart, tap into, what your heart is telling you, then you guys will be assured victory and success. Okay, so the Empress is female active energy, birthing, creation, nurturing, the intuitive component of a successful partnership, decisions based on facts informed by feelings, material wealth, fertility, abundance, flowing creativity, the creative process. Okay, so I think that this is also again indicating like once you activate, or if you have already activated your heart chakra, kind of tap into your creativity, maybe through your dreams, or whatever is in your heart. But it could be, you could find something in your dreams, or what do you dream of? What are your wildest dreams, right? And kind of tapping into your creative process to realize those dreams. Right. Okay. So the Queen of Sacred Circles is the wisdom of feminine maternal principle, the wisdom of grandmothers, elders, or ancestors, nurturance, being cared for, and the release of one's burdens to a willing recipient. Okay. So, this could also indicate that, your ancestors are with you, helping you, guiding you, and supporting you. Um, you know, if you have a burden, if you can always leave it with them. You can give it to your ancestors um, to deal with. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. All right, we're gonna grab some chakra affirmation cards. Chakra affirmation cards. Okay, what do we want to hear for Jupiter in Pisces? Jupiter in Pisces. I invite sacred transformation. Okay, and what else for Jupiter in Pisces? Okay, I allow love to fill me up and guide my actions. All right, so your chakra affirmations again are I invite sacred transformation and I allow love to fill me up and guide my actions. All right, Jupiter and Pisces, that is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you were able to get something beneficial from the video, from the reading. Let's take this time to thank our higher selves, beautiful, amazing spirit, our guides, angels, and ancestors for delivering these beautiful messages for us today. And I hope you come back to see me on another video. Okay, bye. Be so